crushing it on Wednesdays. Do you hear me? Shut up, Nika. Let's go. Men's over up. It ain't different. Listen, it's women crushing it Wednesdays. OGs hooking up in the kitchen. Call it being range. Nika's opinions leave you kids days. Men's O's an unforgettable fighter. With a fist raised, we talking offense and defense. Cause if you get knocked out, it's all in a pretense. We put lights out like D10s. Christine, so pristine, you gotta respect the Queen's gift. Just sit back and enjoy the views. Opinions are plentiful, but it's for y'all to choose. Women crushing it Wednesdays. Let's get into it. It hit different.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. Yay. How my girls doing?
Doing good.
Good. Everybody good? Okay, before we get started, I want to give out a shout out to Almighty Kane. He does our intro. So it is so good. Every time I hear it, I'm just vibing. Yeah, same. I know, right? And then, of course, to Arthur de Tere that does thumbnails. I haven't gotten any in a while. She's gotten kind of famous, and she's like,
that's a good thing, though.
The family discount is not as good as it used to be. Just kidding. Oh, Christine for president. Yeah. Wonder who that is. Might be related. I don't know. Lopez. But, God, there's so much to talk about tonight. And shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to the chat. Y'all are so loyal and so amazing. But we've got a lot of stuff going on in the news and in boxing, you know, just on X alone. And then the upcoming fights. And one of them is Norman Jr. is over there in Japan. And he's getting ready to face Jin Sasaki. What do y'all think?
Is that in the morning?
It's gonna be it's gonna be at midnight. Oh, Eastern. It said 12 a.m. Eastern.
Okay. I gotta look at the time. I think it's tomorrow, like later this morning, or is it later midnight?
Okay, I'm hearing but stop Canelo
3 a.m.
Central.
Yeah,
good evening, Reginald. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Okay, so it's gonna be 3 a.m. for us, for me. And you too, Crystal, right? And then 4 for you. Okay. So that's I want to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. So we'll definitely be able to
I usually be up around anyways, so I'll probably catch it.
What are y'all's thoughts on that? What predictions? Crystal, have you even thought about this matchup? Is this something that you're looking forward to?
Absolutely looking forward to it. It's boxing, right? So definitely looking forward to it, and I expect to see a Norman win. I'm not sure how easy it will be, but I think that he will get his hand raised and win by points will be my conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that I'm not sure he will stop him, but I think it's potential.
So because Jin he's also a knockout artist. As a matter of fact, he has like 89% knockout ratio compared to Brian Norman's like 78%. And oh my gosh, I just turned into a mathematician. Like numbers not going to even get along, but I've been doing my homework.
Good for you.
Because Brian, his combinations, they up, and that's usually how he gets his stoppage. And Jin, usually it's like one punch knockout. So, Nika, what do you think? I'm going over there to Japan. Is that dangerous for Brian? Do you think he's going to get a fair shake?
I feel like he's probably going to have to get a knockout, most likely. And that's what HL said. Somebody getting knocked the fuck out is what he said. And listening to y'all, sounds like somebody probably will. And for him, I think that's probably the best way for him to win. When you're in another country, you gotta win. That's the way you have to win, in my opinion. Now you make it easy for them to fuck you over. So
No, absolutely. Crystal, I mean, do you think it was smart for him to go over there? I mean, I know you gotta you gotta go chase after the bag, you know. But was that that smart?
Absolutely. Brian Norman need that platform. In Japan, they actually have a lot of boxing fans, especially right now with Inoue at the top, right? So
Yeah.
I think it was a very smart move for him. He declined a big fight supposedly, allegedly before, and this is a great way to get back, get that confidence, get the title, and then
Hmm.
I feel like what will happen next will be even more curious to me with
Yeah.
what's his name, Boots stepping up to 154. What route will he take?
Yeah,
The way.
we definitely take that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I don't know who he would fight next. Will be I can see Brian Norman becoming the next what is
Undisputed.
it undisputed in the
Hmm.
147, right? I can
Right.
see that happening if he get past this Saturday. Of course, he have to focus on this Saturday first.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bud Gonna Stop Canelo said there's no drug testing for this fight. You know,
Yeah.
and I want to touch on that because I mean I'll definitely touch on it. It's on the agenda, but since we're bringing it up, I want to bring it up now. Talk about it now a little bit because now that we've seen that the Reynoso camp with Munguia tested absolutely, you know, the B sample, which we knew pretty much that was going to happen. You know,
Very rare that it,
dirty, dirty. Um,
very
so
rare that someone cleans B sample. Like very, I don't really know how many times that
unless
even
somebody
happened.
just really set him up and like really
Yeah,
just contaminated thing, that's the only way. It's the
the
same
B in
stream
the
of
tongue.
tea, you
Yeah.
know. But Kane Beastie, we just played your intro. Fabulous. But so with him mentioning that there's no drug testing there, what are your thoughts when you hear that, especially with the climate that we're in right now and with this new Mungia situation?
And yeah, the fight has been popping dirty left and right. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Like they really don't. Like something. Unfortunately, I feel like something super bad is gonna have to happen for them to get some type of like clinch on this drug testing and people testing positive because yeah, Mungia just popped dirty. His B sample
Mm-hmm.
just came back dirty, and now this fight's not doesn't even have drug testing.
Scary.
And yeah, I don't like that. And get rid of these dirty fighters. Get rid
Yeah,
of these
yeah,
dirty
no,
fighters.
no,
I'm sorry.
it's really really scary. Oh, Crystal, you have your hammer.
No,
Ding,
I'm
ding, ding.
sorry.
Ding 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 ding
Um,
ding ding.
Thank you, Mr. Kane.
Thank you so
yeah. So
much.
thanks, King BC. It says to my favorite gals. That's what it said.
Baby
Gals.
gals,
Let
baby
me read it right.
gals.
Let me read it right.
I love these handles. You know, it's like Bud
Yeah,
gonna
I
stop
have these two
Canelo, and then
here.
Canelo destroys Bud. Oh wow. Okay, we got a little
But I
back and
gotta
forth.
say, Bud Gonna Stop Canelo was the original in
Was
here.
the
He was the
original.
first one in here, so you did kind of copy his name and try to like flip it. You remix it, but he was the first one. Sorry.
Okay. Oh my. That's my child who was over in Mexico for a while. Came back not with a nice stomach. I will say
Oh,
that.
oh
And he
Oh,
really?
came back.
really?
He came back stronger and more muscular. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Hey, I was like, whoa, who are you? What
That's funny.
happened? What happened? No, but so yeah, with all that stuff going on, it's very, I'm very curious to know why
Why?
they would
Yeah.
not have some kind of testing.
Why? I want to know why. Now I need to know why. Why is there no testing in this fight? And we're talking about they
Yeah,
knockout artists. Like this fight
right.
needs to do.
So
Like
that
come
that would mean that Brian Norman would have to agree to that, and I guess Jen would too, obviously. And it makes
But
you wonder why they would, or some request it.
I'm a little shocked that the Japan Athletic Commission allowed them to not have drug testing.
Hmm.
However,
on. That's crazy.
I think I do see that this is only a ten round bout.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's crazy to me.
I
So
know.
I'm not sure what is happening here, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And obviously it could definitely be in the favor of Jen. It only being 10 rounds for whatever. Bruce Gas. It could. We don't know. Like we don't know. Brian is taking a chance going over to another man's country to fight him. I will say, I'm very curious to know who Brian has been sparring to get ready for this fight. I heard through the
Oh
grapevine
shit.
that Jen had been sparring Carmel Moulton um, at Salas Gym. I love to find out like who they're sparring to prepare for each other.
I want to know
You
what
know,
lesson because you know what, like you said, he's going to another country. Like I would demand that. I would definitely demand that going to Japan.
yeah,
That's crazy. And
yeah,
look, there's the B sample came back today,
hmm
positive.
yeah,
Shocker.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
HLD is correct. It is 12 rounds. Sorry, it was a
Oh,
different
it
one
is
I was
12.
looking at.
Okay, to
Yeah,
HLD.
yeah,
Thank you, because I was like, that sounds weird.
yeah. I just
Yeah, if
looked
it
it up.
was
It was
him. Like,
someone else.
okay. And then so we just got like we were talking about the B sample with Mungia, and we have not heard anything from Reynoso. On the podcast we were talking about this because everybody's been very quiet. It's almost as if Reynoso is untouchable. Like nobody question him, nobody can like ask him what's going on. He had six athletes, boxers out of his gym tested positive. And Oscar De La Hoya even said, hey, when Munguia was with me for 10 years, this never occurred. Why is Reynoso untouchable? Is he the
I mean,
Don?
untouchable as in how because what are people gonna? All they can do is really ask him.
But they
Unless he's
haven't.
the one supplying it, it's really nothing's gonna happen. He has a right to not really answer any questions. To be
No, but
honest,
the thing is, they haven't tried to ask him or interview that nobody's brought it up. Like, it's almost been like it's a non-subject. Like other things are coming up and then they focus on that. Then, hey, you had six boxers in your camp test positive at different times. But he's
But
not being questioned.
I don't think you can tell me that no one actually speak to him or try to speak to him or reach out to him. Someone have to. And whether he respond or not,
I
we
guess
can't
I
control
just
that.
the way that social media is and the way people are so messy, I would expect for somebody to say, hey, I tried to ask him. Hey, I cornered him. Hey, he refused to answer. You would think that you would see that because we're seeing so much messy
Yeah.
stuff right now. You would
but
think that somebody would say it.
HLD said Reynoso spoke.
What did he say? Talk to us. Talk to us. I want to know. I'm very
He
curious.
feels more comfortable speaking in Spanish. That makes sense. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I want to look that up because I
English media,
haven't seen
English
anything.
speaking media has an
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
haven't seen any interviews, so I can't like repeat
I
that.
haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything about he declined or he did whatever. So good. I'm gonna do my research on that for sure. And then something else. Like so they're saying that like I think it's the UK that comes down really, really hard on
Yeah,
people.
I saw something when just browsing through on Twitter that not contraband
Yes,
Eubank?
yeah, Eubanks.
Eubanks Jr.
They're like, I don't know how. See, I don't even want to repeat these things because I didn't really
The
research it to
sauna
like.
suit. The sauna suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was that because I don't want I didn't want to repeat it because I didn't read it to and research it to see. I don't want to push
So,
rumors out there.
so
Some of
obviously
these fake there's a
it's
fake account.
illegal to use sauna suits.
Yeah, but then he was they're tripping about a sauna suit
In
when
the
the guy that
UK?
he was fighting had popped dirty as fuck
Yeah.
before. But you're bitching about a sauna suit,
Yeah.
but his opponent was the one who had popped dirty previously before. Like really, like
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
that is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Exactly. That was crazy. Sauna and sauna suits are illegal in the UK, but then they're also saying they say that anyone that pops dirty, and I want to research this too because they say they get banned for 4 years. Has it been years since
Kind of been?
Egggate?
I don't think it ain't been no 4
Has it
years.
been 4 years?
I
Damn,
don't
it
think
ain't been
so.
4 years. I don't think so. But
I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know. But I'm hearing that it's 4 years. You get banned. You know, and nobody. So I guess it was Canelo. Where is it? Canelo destroys. But here we go, shaming Reno. So not
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Who
Not
shamed them?
shaming
They
him.
said, why can't they, why haven't we seen any interviews? And then
That's
HLD
it.
said that he's the Spanish media. Nobody's
Right.
shaming right now. But here you go defending. But so you
No shaming.
answer the question for him then. You answer what's going on in that camp. There's a lot of people popping. Give us an answer. If we'll send you the link since you want to be the spokesperson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're not shaming anybody. She literally said she never heard any interviews. So
That's
if you
it.
want to come
I
up here
want
and
to hear
defend
boxing too.
them and answer the questions, we have questions.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people
absolutely.
popping over there.
I'm just curious because I want to see what he has to say about all of this. Because you know what, and you know, I hate to bring it up here, but I'm going to. But you know, it was brought up on another podcast, the 10-8 podcast, where people in boxing know, and they've seen the pusher man, you know, hangs around at camps, hangs around at gyms, and a very good friend, Jamie Belt, had come in the chat, and I say his name because it was public, and he came in the chat and said, you know what, if you really look around and you really connect all the dots, you're going to see that everything leads to the same person. And yeah, so yeah, it's going on. Remember, we had Mia St. John on.
Hmm.
We had Mia St. John, and Mia St. John said that, and I can say it wasn't alleged because she said it, and there's video and audio to back it up. She said she did not have she did not go one day in her career without using PEDs, and that everyone around her was using PEDs, and everybody knew.
Hmm.
Everybody knew.
Some unfortunately somebody's gonna have to. It's gonna. I don't even want to say these things. Put it in the air, but something's gonna have to happen that's so traumatic
I
and
know.
Listen,
for
we
something to
already
happen. Yeah.
we already lose boxes in the gym, and nothing
Yeah. I mean,
changed.
this is without.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything will ever change with the PEDs. I truly don't. I don't think there will ever be a governing
It
body
should.
about
I
it.
don't think it will either, but it should, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna do anything because I
Yeah,
mean, like
because
you said,
the
people
thing
already
is, it's
died.
too much money to be made. It's too much money to be made. I don't act like PR like y'all. What? I don't act like PR like y'all. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, we're not
Like
PR. We're not PR.
no,
We just see.
I'm not PR.
I've been
We're
chilling. Don't
just
get me
talking.
started.
We're
Man.
just having a
Get me started.
conversation. And we can agree to disagree, and sometimes we agree, and it's just it is what it is. But you know, the thing is this: there's too much money to be made, and it's so sad because these up and coming boxers that get noticed by these promoters and these managers, and there's some great managers out there, promoters. I'm sure there are. I just don't know them. Um, but they think, oh man, I had dinner with so and so. He really liked me. He said he's going to put me on his card. Well, there's a reason. There's a reason why he likes you, because he sees money, whether you're going to be A side or B side. You know, at the end of the day, when you don't make them money anymore, you're done. You're done. And so
I,
it's very sad. And I think a lot of times, and we know this, allegedly, a very big promoter turned their head when they knew previously that a certain boxer had popped dirty, but kept it in the pile of papers on the desk for a while until they were cornered and they had to bring it to light. You know, it happens all the time, allegedly.
That's crazy. That is
but
crazy. These things
I'm
go on. Like, people die in boxing. So,
Yeah,
like,
dope. Yeah.
it's just disgusting to me.
And
I'm
that's
sorry.
what pisses me off.
Mm.
but
That's what
here's
pisses
the
me off.
thing. We have to be a little bit realistic here. I can't agree with what Kane Basty say. He said that trading is at an all-time high. I can't believe that. What I can say is it's at an all-time in the media high, perhaps. But years ago, these PEDs, the heroin, the cocaine, that was an all-time high period during that era of boxing. I
Yeah.
think there is a lot more control now than there ever used to be. But are we in a sad state? Yes, because technology is so great. We can do some great things and we choose not to because there's
Yeah.
money to gain and there's money to lose. A
The
lot of money to
almighty
lose.
dollar.
Yeah, because if they come back positive, and you got to cancel the fight.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole card, you need a certain amount of bouts on a card, for the show to go
Yep.
on. And so, I don't know. I don't know.
It's tough, but I don't think that we are in the worst of it. I think the worst have already passed us.
Gosh, I hope you're right, Crystal. I love the optimism. Like, I really do. I hope that you're right. I think that the reason why that we're hearing about it more is because of social media. And
For
before there
sure.
wasn't the social media, there was just the newspaper or whatever.
Hmm.
And so now there's, more eyes on it and social media. So I think that's why we hear about it more. But I feel sorry for Munguia. I'm not saying he's innocent. Like he didn't know. Oh, they just put it in my tea or my cafe in the morning.
You feel
But
sorry for him as in what?
I feel sorry for him
He got
because
caught cheating.
no. What I'm saying, yes, he did, and a cheater is disgusting.
I
And
feel bad. I'm glad.
but what I'm saying,
He
no,
got
what I'm saying
he
is
got you.
he was doing fine cheating, and then he felt like, damn, I'm gonna go with, in his opinion, a better team, and then you're gonna cheat. Like, what the fuck? What was said to you to make you believe that you needed to cheat because of your last performances, because of your losses? Like, how do you get so desperate? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't believe in themselves after a certain
It's
time.
the confidence.
Yeah, the confidence is gone, and they be like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, I got this new strain. They're not gonna find it. It's gonna
Yeah.
go out, get out of your system and give me a little bit of money right here and give it to
Yeah.
you. And they
That's
believe
true.
it.
Yep.
That's
They
true.
pass the
That's
first
true.
test. They pass the first test, and they think they in the clear. They take a little bit more,
Yeah.
then boom,
They
the
get
car.
more bold. They get bold. I don't know. But I don't know. It's got to stop. It's like we need to be on an even playing field, or we just all do it, or we all don't do it.
No, they
We
don't need to be done.
insist it. Would you say?
They don't need to be done.
Right.
Just no. Either we do it or we don't do
We
it.
but it's just not fair. It's just not fair. Um, and we insisted on the testing, when we go to New York. Like, we insisted on it. Now, they're not gonna the only ones that are being this is the only ones that are gonna be tested by VADA is going to be Amanda Katie, because
So
it's
the
very
rest of the car, the
they're
rest
they're
of the
going to
car
be
is not tested.
tested. They are going to be tested, but
Oh,
by
not
other
by
entities,
okay,
because
okay.
it is very expensive. It's like, it is very expensive. And
So
that's
that's
why
my
So
VADA,
like. So that needs to change too, because
yeah.
why is there a difference in the pricing of the same testing that you're giving all the fighters?
I think,
remember, New York Athletic Commission have a different testing basis
yes,
than BADA, and
yes,
that's why it is different. Every state have their own
their own.
tests.
And that's
Uh
what they're
huh.
going to do. They're going to do the New York Commission testing, whatever. And the thing is, too, is that who wants to pay for it? Nobody wants to pay for it. The promoters do not want to pay for that. That's going to be all their money. If they tested everybody on the card, they
That's
won't
crazy.
make a dollar. Like, honestly, it's not right. It's not right. But that is why they don't pay for it,
That's
you know.
insane. That really is insane.
Yeah, it is insane. It is insane. We'll see. I think I believe that Brian Norman Jr. is going to win. I believe he is like one of the next stars. He is a star. He's going to be a superstar. Jen, he's pretty talented too, but I don't think that he's going to be able to handle all the combinations and the footwork and the technical aggression that Norman is going to bring. So I'm definitely picking Brian Norman Jr. What are y'all's predictions?
I'm going with Norman. But to be honest, I haven't been paying attention to boxing that much lately. I just been like chilling, cause I don't be want to
Yeah.
argue with nobody on anymore. Y'all seen that I've been behaving, right?
No, you've been doing good.
I can't even tell you, give you an accurate thing, but I trust your judgment, Christine.
I hope I know you. He's in Japan. Crystal, are you gonna pick Brian Norman Jr. even though he's over there going to Japan?
Yeah, I see that early. I'm definitely rolling with Mr. Norman. I
Yeah.
don't expect. I don't know. I think it will go to the decision, but a lot of people disagree with me and say it will be a knockout. Hard to say. I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard to say.
I don't want to. Now that there's no testing, I don't know if I want to see any knockouts because I need to know why there was no testing. That's crazy to me. But
Jay Smith says they should allow the camera back when hand wraps. Okay, hold on. I wonder what the comment was, but I will say this.
Or he said
they do.
Back there,
they do. I mean, depending on who people want to see, they do have, you're allowed to have a camera back there. Like they'll go by and do a little whatever, but also you can get somebody from my team go and watch the hand wrapping for like Sugar Neeks, like we do with Mio, whatever. Like there you can do that. So it's not like it used to be, and there's no way you're gonna put plaster in there. I'm just saying.
No, typical. It is very typical. It is very typical now that there's an inspector in there who specifically is. Yeah, they are looking for the hand wraps and a person from the other camp who is looking at the hand wraps as well during the wrapping process.
Absolutely. And we always insist on it. And it's so funny. I would just, because you do get shit for it. And from the other team. So if I go over there and watch the other person that we're fighting get wrapped, usually the coach who's wrapping is shit to me, but they don't know me because I'm a shit talker too.
What are they saying? Like, what are they saying?
I mean, they'll say like, "Oh, this good? Did I do a good job? Oh, you're gonna come watch me? Oh, how am I doing? Stupid shit. Just kind of like." And then I'll say shit like,
"You need to take me back there with you one time. You need to take me back there with you."
Come on. I'm like, I don't. You're all right. I'm gonna give you I don't know. I wouldn't do it like that, but do you, boo? Do you? I talk shit too, but it's all good.
I think for the most part, generally speaking, the person from the other camp come in, they take a look while they hand wrap because it's so formal now. It's so expected now. It's part of the routine. And they go back and there's no worries. There's no even backlash. A lot of times they shake hands and someone say that the inspectors don't know what they're doing. Well, to be fair, they have been trained. They are in athletic commission, typically.
For years. Well, especially a big fight. If it's going to be a title fight. Or something like that, they know what they're doing. And I will say to what Crystal's saying, in like smaller club shows and like shows where you're on the undercard, it's not as serious, but it's whenever you get to like title fights and like big fights that people start talking shit and there's a lot of animosity. And then usually, it's cool at the end, but they gotta let off a little bit of aggression. So I've experienced both.
Let me back there with you because if somebody was talking shit like that, I would fucking go off.
No, but so we got through that. So listen, y'all know me, okay? Deontay Wilder's back, y'all.
In the Wichita, Kansas. What an amazing place to be, right in the Midwest.
Wait, this weekend or when is it?
No, the 27th.
27th,
of June.
Of this month? Month?
Yes.
Okay.
The 27th of June.
I don't want to see this man get hurt. I don't like the way he was looking his last couple of fights. So
wait till you hear who he's fighting, but go ahead.
I don't even know who he's fighting. Yes, I don't want to see him get hurt. He's just they don't know how to sit down and enjoy their money, man.
Let's say Nika, let's say he doesn't get hurt. Let's say he does great. Is there somebody that you really want to see fight again?
Like, I mean, I enjoyed seeing him knock people out. I would like to see if I could, like, if I could have my way, I would love to see him knock more people out. But these people are hitting back, people are hitting back now.
Yeah, they're hitting back.
And they hit back hard, and they knocking you out. So I don't want to see that anymore.
So
Exactly.
this is the bout. This is the bout that is 10 rounds, by the way.
Yes,
Okay.
this is the one that's
Yes.
10 rounds,
Listen, they
which
want to
is
be wrong. She's
crazy.
like, I knew I saw 10
Which
rounds.
is crazy going from 12 to 10. But anyway, yeah. And so Crystal, are like salivating to see this fight?
Why not? I think it will sell out in the Wichita.
Where's it gonna
Tuesday,
be? Where's he gonna be fighting? Like,
In the Wichita, Kansas.
no, like
Wichita,
what network?
Oh,
Kansas.
I don't know what venue it is. I do know some of the officials that will be officiating that
No,
bout.
like where's it gonna be streaming? Like, what
Oh,
platform?
Oh,
it will be on
BLK Prime.
BLK
On
Prime. Yes.
BLK? Okay. But
Yes.
that's
Pay
gonna be
per view, by
interesting
the
to
way.
see a lot of the fans that were like getting on Bud for fighting on BLK, and now their favorite is fighting on BLK. You see,
Of course.
so
Of course.
I'm going to be cruising the Twitter streets and just reading,
Right. You're like, I'm just scrolling,
Scroll.
scrolling.
Yeah, that's. Ooh,
So so he's going to be fighting Tyrell Herndon. And I will say that his last two fights, he did win. Okay.
Yeah.
Come to the last two fights that are Deontay Wilder lost against Zhang and Parker. Okay. Which are big names. So I can't say anything too about that. But Tyrell Herndon, he did win his last two fights. But the fight before those, he fought Richard Torres. And this is how I remembered his name. This is how I was even like when I saw Tyrell, because I was like, who the hell? Oh, Richard Torres. And that fight was comical a little bit. I was like, who is this guy? Crystal,
well,
do you know that fight?
if so, wait, are you saying this guy's not really that good? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, so, but you know what? For him, I would prefer him to fight someone like this coming back if he's trying to make a comeback. I don't think he need to go right back in with no heavy hitters.
That's my point. Because somebody said he's gonna get knocked out or Wilder gonna lose again. Finished. No, I don't. Not in this matchup, in my opinion.
No. I think this is the bout that he will ride off into the
Perfect
sunset
comeback.
afterwards,
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect comeback fight. Crystal, do you remember the fight with Torres and Tyrell?
I believe this was the one in the Tulsa, Oklahoma, correct?
Yes.
He might have been knocked out by Richard Torres, correct?
Yes.
Or was it TKO perhaps?
TKO.
Yeah.
TKO. He would turn his back and move around.
Right.
So Nika, let's say Deontay knocks this guy out.
Very likely.
Very, very likely. Do we want to see him again and again and get on the big stage? What do you think?
I'm not mad with him making money, but I don't think he needs to be in there with heavy hitters anymore because he didn't. Those last two fights, he didn't look good at all. It was scary. Like he couldn't take a punch at all. So no, I don't want to see him get like damaged, like long term. So, make your money the way you can, but be safe.
And
they gotta retire and just enjoy their money because
I really understand that boxers have a really hard time from walking away from the ring. I mean, look, Manny Pacquiao. I'm just saying, we're gonna touch that too. But I'm just saying, like, they have a really hard time. But people around them need to say, no, baby, sit down. My thought is it just the desire that's burning inside of him? Or is he needing to make some money? What do you think?
I don't know. We never know.
Can I tell you? This is what I think. I think the heavyweight division.
Wow. Tardy to the party.
Oh my.
Tardy to the party. How you doing, Norbs?
All right, you guys hear me?
Of course we can hear you.
Unfortunately.
Hi, Nika. How are you?
We're good.
Crystal, how are you?
I was well, thank you.
You guys are doing good. Well, what do you guys talk about?
Wilder.
We were talking about Deontay Wilder and do we really want to see his comeback? And we remember Tyrell from fighting Richard Torres, and it was less than stellar. And we're pretty sure Wilder's going to knock him out, but do we really see him knock him out and come back and keep fighting? Nika said no. Crystal, what were you about to say?
My theory is this. I think the heavyweight boxing in the United States is lacking. We all know this. There's not a big heavyweight here right now. So we will allow Wilder to be the gatekeeper, if you will, to allow these other lads to step up above him and be able to create a path to have that name on their resume, perhaps potentially to get to the big heavyweights, to create what we need. And the USA is the heavyweight division to come back.
I guess my question is, does Deontay know that that's what he's going to be used for?
I mean, I don't know if that's true. That's just my theory, right?
Yeah. Herbs, what do you think? I mean, are you like salivating to see this fight on June 27th with Deontay Wilder?
No, to be honest with you, Deontay's been done. I mean, he's a stepping stone. He's what George Kambosos is now. There hasn't been a great American heavyweight in how long? We're talking about probably over 20 years. He was the last big hope for us, right?
Yeah.
Tyson Fury beat him. I think Tyson Fury beat the career out of him, to be honest with you. Ever since Tyson Fury got to him, we're talking about somebody that has never looked the same. And it's unfortunate because, he really wants to be in the game, but it's over for him. It really is. And even if he doesn't know it, that's what he is right now. I mean, does anybody believe he could come back? Nobody thought he was a great boxer, right, when he was doing it, right?
No, you had to stand in front of him and get knocked out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, but everybody comes to an end, and I think it's it for him. And even his last fight, the last couple fights, he looked terrible. He looked horrible, man. So, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that it's over for Deontay Wilder.
Well, let me ask you this. So we need a great American heavyweight.
Yeah.
We've seen Richard Torres for a while. We're not sure what Jared Anderson is doing because he has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Nika, who is the next great American heavyweight, in your opinion, that you see?
Does it even matter anymore in the heavyweight division?
It does matter. I'm about to tell you why, honey.
Yeah, no, we need one. We need one. Like right now, there's what's the guy that we had on our show? There's
that's who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Joshua
These are people
Edwards.
that are coming up.
Joshua
We don't have
Edwards.
one. I don't feel like we have one right now. I just feel like we have some good prospects that are coming up.
Absolutely.
Right now, we don't have one. We don't.
Crystal, do you agree?
I will agree that Joshua Edwards, yes. I think there's a couple in the amateurs as well that won't surprise me if they will be able to make a way.
Okay. No, what do you think? Is there a great American hope in your eyes?
I think all those guys are playing in the NFL now. I don't think they box. I think the game has just changed. Big guys expired to be in the NFL or the NBA. They don't box. Listen, heavyweight boxing was big when these other sports were not big and they were more lucrative. Now it's rare to see an American. The Europeans took it over. The Russians took it over. They've been having it it has to be at least almost 30 years already. I mean, what was the last great American? Like, let's be honest. Was Deontay Wilder ever great?
No. Not in my opinion.
Okay, I mean, who? I mean, Evander Holyfield?
Muhammad Ali?
Evander Holyfield was...
I mean, Tyson got destroyed by Lennox Lewis, right?
Yeah, but at the time he was the guy.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely he was.
And I get what you're saying. Like, it seems like today the heavyweights are 6 foot, 2, 3 from the USA.
Yeah.
But I've seen. I'm telling you, Joshua Edwards. Y'all remember his name. Y'all bookmark this because he's going to be the one.
Riddick Bowe,
yeah, Riddick Bowe.
What was that?
So I guess the consensus is wah wah. With Deontay Wilder, like, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Oh,
exactly. I will watch it.
Yeah, we're
Is it
still
pay
gonna.
per view?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
I think it's $24.99 pay-per-view or
Okay,
something like that.
$24.99. All right.
I think so.
That's a bottle of wine. Yeah, I can do it. I can
How
do
is
that.
Deontay Wilder warrant a $25 charge? Serious.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Who's paying for that?
Who else is on the card? Is anybody else? Who's else?
I have no idea.
Uh,
I have
I
no
can
idea.
tell you. I have it on my calendar.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any. I mean, not that I've been heavy on Twitter like that, but I haven't seen any promotion for this
Oh,
fight.
no,
I literally just found out because of y'all right now.
I've seen you on Twitter, Nike. You were kind of crazy the other day. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she has been
What
so
I-
good. You don't even
No,
know.
I've been good. See,
You don't even
lying.
know.
Don't come up here lying. Don't come up here
I've
lying.
seen the tweet. I've seen the screenshot. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna put it out there, but you was
What I
going
said?
crazy. No.
Norbs, you don't want to go down this road
What
to
I
me.
said. What
Trust
I said.
me, you don't want to go down this road.
Yeah, it was
You
bad.
Crystal, if you think Crystal's
Because
gonna
you're a
get on
gaslighter.
your
I already know you're a gaslighter.
I'm Team Nike. Okay.
You're a gaslighter. You're trying to get me to go off up here. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nike,
Don't do
So
I'm with you. I'm gang. We team. We good.
I don't know. Did this Bud? What he say? Bud will stop Canelo. That lad. He say something about it will be a $5.99 subscription. But I know
for the app.
it say pay-per-view, so I'm not sure. But most of the lads fighting on this card is I would say most of them is Midwestern local lads.
It's not even like in a boxing city.
No,
What do you mean? It's Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, Kansas is a beautiful place to be.
I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know why.
The fight is free. He said the subscription is $5.99. The fight is free. Subscription for BLK Prime is $5.99.
Oh,
the fight is free.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Free.
There you go.
You never heard of Black Prime? No. There's a few people that fought there.
Norbs, before you got on, we made a prediction between Brian Norman Jr. and Jin. So what's your prediction? Who's winning and how?
I'm hoping Brian Norman wins, to be honest with you. He's going to Japan. Isn't the fight like at 4 a.m. today or
It's
something like that?
Yeah, 4 for y'all, 3 for us. So it's enemy territory. There's no drug testing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
Your prediction is that?
I predict. I don't know much about the other guy, to be honest with you. What I do know,
he's got a higher knockout ratio than Brian Norman does, and it's a one-punch knockout. I think that's the problem because Brian he throws some really great combinations that knock people out. So there might be, that's going to be to me, Brian's going to dominate.
I mean, Brian is supposed to be the star. Not at Boots has left 154. So I think it's kind of tailor made for him. I am surprised he went to Japan to take this fight. I didn't really see that. I mean, yeah, but I mean, you probably could have made more if you would have took that Boots fight, right? $2.5 million, if I'm not mistaken.
It was something like that, yeah.
Okay,
Maybe there had to be some reason. I mean, the contract is, a lot of times people put stuff out and they just show the money, but then they don't put out the contract. The contracts don't always make sense. Mm-hmm. They're not always right.
Well, I'll tell you this. It's going to be hard for him to find another $2.5 million fight as soon as Boots leaves, to be honest. There's not a lot of stars at 147, so I think Norman wins. Hopefully.
I just saw. Didn't we see a tweet that he's already leaving 147? He said,
Boots is.
He is. And then Rolly's now like official.
Yeah, 147.
Yeah,
Rolly's 147.
Wait, so Brian's gonna have to fight him,
or the winner of Barrios and Pacquiao.
Yeah,
Crystal.
Jesus Christ, Crystal.
But it is crazy.
It's true. It's a fact. Mr. Norbs, I don't know if you know me well enough to know that I do speak factual. I don't speak a lot of bullshit. I stay sucker free. Okay?
Sucker free. I like that. It's not bad. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying I don't want to see Manny Pacquiao. What is he, 65? still fighting. 147 is terrible right now. Like
It is.
Manny,
That is-
we're expecting a grandfather to continue to fight at 147. I don't know. 147 is bad.
It is. No
Is it-
denying it. So Barrios, let's say he wins. Yeah, man, he's gonna go. He's gonna be the guy, and yeah.
But
it's
it
gonna be
is
very
true
interesting.
that there's discussion of Devin Haney coming up to 147.
Oh, he can't
So
make
that-
140. Yeah, he can't make 140 anymore.
So with Devin Haney coming up to 147, what is the chances we end up with a Devin Haney versus a Norman for undisputed?
I would like that. I would like that.
Oof. Oof.
I would really like that.
That would be something that would
How
get
y'all
me
think
out
that
my seat.
goes? How y'all think that goes? I'm curious. Everybody's like, yeah. How do you think that goes?
Well, this is the thing. What Haney are we get? Are we going to get the shell-shocked Haney? Or are we going to get the Haney before the Ryan beatdown? Which Haney are we going to get?
And to your point, Christine, let's be honest. This is a live horse we're talking about with Brian Norman Jr. So if he ran
Absolutely.
against Ramirez, who looked like he was wounded, right? Are we expecting him to fight a different fight? And then
It's going to be the same fight.
yeah, I'm not excited to see anything with Devin until Devin brings back the old Devin, fighting behind a jab, dominating. But if we're going to see this, and I just saw Bill Haney, he's on his tour defending him and saying, we're going to switch it up. I seen him arguing with, what's his name?
We don't talk about, ugh.
Is that Showbiz lad?
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
arguing.
clown show.
Well, Showbiz had a good point, the whole.
Get out of here.
No, he
Get out.
didn't.
Who invite you here?
Listen, all I'm saying is this.
Ugh.
Haney is not going to sit there and fight against Brian. I don't want to see that. I'd rather see Rolly versus him at this point, to be honest with you. Rolly's going to fight. I don't think Rolly stands a chance against Brian Norman. But
I mean, we didn't think he stood a chance, in this last.
Yeah, but there's levels. I mean, Brian Norman is classes above Ryan Garcia. Like it's not even.
You know what? There are less, but you know what? You just never know what's going to happen because it is boxing. And I'm not saying he's going to beat him. I'm just saying you never know what's going to happen. So we're going to see. This is all going to out, and it's going to be very, very interesting. But another fight that's coming up the day after the Deontay Wilder fight, and that would be Jake Paul against Julio Cesar Chavez.
God, this is the worst week of boxing.
So I just want y'all's thoughts. Who would like to start?
Crystal, please. Ladies first.
Yeah, wait, so somebody in the chat said that, so I don't know. That's why I was like, I don't really. We need to get facts because Bruce said,
yeah,
where
I
did
do
you
want
see
to
no
see that.
justice?
Somebody said that, and I do want to
Yeah,
find that.
somebody in the chat said that. So, and we're just kind of running. How rumors start. Who knows?
Mike, does drug testing really even matter in boxing? Like, if anybody's getting in trouble,
It needs to.
but it doesn't. Like, we're acting like if they're not drug testing, they're gonna like.
Man, don't people look because things happen. You get stripped of your win. Things happen. I think it's Devin Haney because Ryan popped dirty too. So Devin got his old back, and Ryan had to.
Who would you rather be? Devin
So
Haney
if you're on drugs, something needs to happen. I know it's not what we want, but something is happening.
Oh,
when
it
you are
said
caught,
Brian Norman Sr. said it on Mill City that there is no drug testing.
That's insane.
Okay.
That is insane.
But does it even matter? Come on.
It does matter.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Because
Reynoso's been caught with 6 different fighters. What has happened to Reynoso?
I know, but I'm just saying.
Nada.
Some people care. Some people
Ryan
care.
Garcia got
care, but I care.
pop dirty and makes more money than Devin Haney. It doesn't matter in boxing. I don't even
I
care.
know it does matter, but it should. I'm not saying it should matter though. Is what I'm trying to say. It should matter.
They're more concerned about the Holly Holm comeback. Same. But what do we talk about? Dollar signs. Promoters seeing dollar signs on these boxers. There you go. That's a prime example. But let's because you already missed the PED talk, Norbs, because you were so tardy to the party.
I thought you said it was 10 o'clock my time. I thought I was early.
No, 9 o'clock your time. Go back
I
and read the text.
baby. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Your
I mean,
sins will be forgiven.
It's my daughter's birthday, so we're celebrating.
Yes, happy birthday to her. Absolutely. But so what are y'all's thoughts on Jake Paul and Julio Cesar Chavez? Like, Crystal, what's the breakdown?
Well, I think more importantly, before that, we have Vito in the Newark. Remember that card?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we have Jahai Tucker on there. We have Jamar Talley on there. That card is more interesting to me than the Jake Paul card. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Crystal. No, thank you for my thank you.
Kofi was on the card too. I forgot about that. He's on the Jake Paul
Yes.
card.
Brandon Lee is on that card. I mean, there's a lot of little lads
I'm
on
not
here
a fan
that
of
are
Brandon Lee. Not a Brandon Lee.
I want to watch it though.
Yeah.
I want to watch it.
So that's this weekend? No, I thought that was next weekend.
No, that's June 28th.
It's the 21st. The
21st?
the
I'm
Vito
sorry,
card.
21st. My bad, 21st.
Yeah, it's the weekend prior to the Paul card.
That's right. Thank you.
I thought we were talking about the Paul card.
I'm
the Jake Paul card versus Chavez. I mean, are we expecting much out of Chavez? I mean, anybody? Do you think Jake Paul wins? I mean, if Jake Paul wins, do you give him credit?
I don't.
I mean, if he winning, right? I mean, Devin Haney.
So that's what the other thing
we
is.
Gave him credit.
Another
in his last performance.
That's why he's like, another Jake Paul W on the horizon. We're gonna finally call him a real boxer. Like, I don't care for him. So honestly, I don't care for him as a boxer. He's great at promoting. I give him that hands down. But I don't care for him as a boxer. That's just me personally.
I like Jake Paul.
That's fine. Yeah.
I like what he represents. I like his.
I don't.
I like him as a businessman. I like what he's doing for women's boxing. I could care less about him fighting, to be honest with you. But I do like the fact that he uses his fighting as a vehicle to promote others and bring them up to stardom. So you got to take the good with the bad. Is he a great fighter? No. Has he improved? Absolutely. Is he going to beat Chavez? More than likely. Chavez's last performance, I don't know what the hell was that. And I'm expecting more. I'm expecting the same exact thing. I'm expecting him to gas out after the second round, and I don't think he finishes Chavez. But I think he
what did I predict? He's not getting off the stool, but I'll go back to me in a minute. But Nika, is he going to get knocked out?
To be honest, I kind of hope he does. I don't care for Jake Paul, and it's more so because I heard him. You might like him as a business person. He's a great business guy. I give him that. But I remember him making fun of people who had 9 to 5s, and I was just like, "Oh, that's disgusting." And then you want these same people to pay for your pay-per-views, but you're making fun of people who have 9 to 5. So right then, I was already turned off for him. So I was just like, I don't care what you do. You're not a real boxer to me. So that's just my opinion. So, I hope he gets knocked out. I hope Chavez mustered something from his father that jumps in his soul and just But I don't know what we're gonna get.
You know, I say that yes, he's made some comments in the past that are, I didn't like him either. I didn't. But I will say, what is the definition of a real boxer? To me, a boxer is somebody that puts in the hours at the gym, that trains, that spars, that has his first fight, whether it be amateur or pro. You know, even if it's just 1 or 2, you know, they're boxers. So much as I did not like him as a boxer, he is a boxer. Do I think that he is a great boxer? I do not. I think he is striving to be great. That is why he wants to fight all the big names, even though he's picking the names of people that are washed up, past their prime, or don't have any business in the ring again. So I don't like the fact that Chavez Jr. is going to get back in the ring. I'm sorry. God forgive me. He's not all there mentally, and he does not need to get beat on in the head. My prediction is Junior does not come out off the stool like probably after the second or third bell. I think he's going to quit.
Wow. Second,
Do you think he will quit or he will get carried for a couple of rounds?
I think he is going to quit. He is a fearful man without a spine. He has been spoiled, and I get it. I get it.
Wow.
I get it because I see it all the time in our culture where the immigrant parents and grandparents come to the country. They don't want their kids to have to suffer the things that they had to suffer, even though it made them who they were, the champions, successful business people that they were. They want to coddle their children, and then their children turn out to be spoiled effing brats. That's what happened. He didn't have to work for shit.
No, listen, he definitely.
It was handed to him because of his dad's name.
I would like to address this comment here because you're lying on me. Because Nike doesn't think because I said something. Doesn't think it's too hot out here to have a big dick out here. I never said that. Don't come in here lying on me. Y'all be wanting me to cuss y'all the fuck out. I don't understand. Why y'all don't just let me chill? Why y'all don't let me chill?
What is he fucking talking about?
I never said nothing like that. Nah.
I don't know what the show just turned into.
I'm trying to gaslight you.
I agree with Crystal. I forgot exactly what she said, but I definitely agree with her.
Of course you do. You better.
No, I agree with her with her saying Jake is going to carry him a couple rounds and he's going to quit. Like I think he's going to do like 2 8-balls in the back, show up to the ring, and that'll carry him to at least the 3rd round. And
do we know the reputation of Jake Paul? He's not going to carry anybody because he's going to make the same amount of money whether he carries him or knocks him the fuck out of the ring.
Yeah, but
why would he carry him?
I feel like the coke is going to carry Chavez. I'm not going to. Coke is going to at least get him through the fight.
Is there drug testing in this fight?
Yeah,
it is in the Texas. It's in the Texas.
It is in Texas.
So yes, there will be
tests for weed too.
Yeah.
No weed, exactly. Guys. No weed.
Yeah. But let me say this about Jake Paul. Jake Paul is 100% about entertainment.
Absolutely.
This is what he do. This is what he business is. This is what he entire life is all about, entertainment. I will say a lot of lads don't understand that he have been in the gym for many years now. Do I see a significant improvement? But do I see a significant improvement in Mr. Wilder? No, they're simply not boxers. Okay, so I will say that Jake Paul shall likely knock out, or potentially what Christine say, Chavez don't come off the stool. I can see that happening as well. But Jake Paul is doing what he's doing, and what he is doing is bringing eyes to the sport who was not here 10 years ago. And I think that's the credit I can give to him.
Me too. And also the thing that he is doing with women. Listen, he is signing up every freaking woman that is not in a contract with another promotional company. Every fucking body. I mean, he's resurrecting Holly Holm, for God's sakes. You know what I'm saying? He had to go. He had to go look for her.
I have him as a promoter, but I don't care for him as a boxer. That's just.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna. He's not gonna put on a show, but I mean,
we're not gonna see him fight, Jared Anderson or Richard Torres or.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Richard.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Well, didn't they say he's in talks to fight for a belt? I think after this versus shit, I forgot who it was.
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, I know. I sent it to in the chat, but man, who cares? As long as boxing is growing and the right people are getting the light on them, so what? Let a clown show happen here and there. And I don't even think it's a clown show, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think cards have actually improved. The cards at the beginning was terrible. They only have like one set of boxes on there that were true boxers, right?
Yeah.
But I think that
like
aspect,
media, whatever.
Yeah.
Badu Jack is that? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I like
Badu Jack.
I like Jake. I'm still confused about that comment that you were addressing. I was lost.
I was lost too because this is how people lie on me.
Yeah, I don't know what he was talking about.
I don't even know where he came up with that. I be telling people to like suck a dick and choke like if they try. But I never said, oh, it's too hot out here to have a big dick. I never said no shit like that.
No,
never. Don't put that on me. I never said that.
Never,
Sorry
I
to
never,
say,
never heard you say that. Never.
Yeah, this is the
Um,
fight. Yeah, that's what they were saying.
so, and then we had other news out today. Dana White says officially that Crawford Canelo will be at Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
And he said it himself. I've always wanted to get into boxing, and this is my first ever to promote. You know what? Great. Somebody handed him a gift. Promoters do negotiating. They sit down and do deals. He didn't have to do shit. It was to him. Okay.
He did a
Cool.
lot.
Whatever.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with what? That it was given to him?
No, I don't.
So
I think
he was at the negotiating table like most promoters
we
and
all,
working out deals.
we all know who does the negotiations. It's Turkey Allison.
Okay, so then that means Dana didn't do shit.
Dana's a great businessman and he's tired of losing money. So I understand why he's rocking with Dana. I'm sorry.
Great businessman. Great businessman. How much this MMA lad is getting paid?
How much is how much is UFC getting paid?
Even less.
They're on national TV.
Actually, I work with some UFC fighters.
Yes,
for the striking, and they're all complaining, honey.
I'm not. We're talking about. Listen, a lot of times your employees aren't making more, as much as the employers. That doesn't mean that the business hasn't grown. They're not $1 billion company. It's completely different. As a businessman, he's phenomenal. As him paying his employees, clearly not. But think about it. Boxing doesn't have a major network they're under. I mean, you got to give Dana his credit. He's a great businessman. I'm sorry. You're bugging right now with that one.
Ramirez boxing, yes. We will be in Vegas, honey. Already got the hotel room, darling.
I think it's bigger than 65K. Allegiant Stadium.
I think they said it was 65K. I think that's what it was reported. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That's kind of small for a football field, for a football stadium. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, you know, I mean, we had heard the whisper maybe it was going to be changed. You know, the date. You know, maybe it was not going to be, you know, in Vegas. It might be in Saudi Arabia. It might be somewhere else. You know, so thank God. Thank God for everybody who made their flight reservations and hotel. You know, now you can be good with it. It's going to be on Netflix. I mean, that's amazing. I'm so excited about that.
More people get to see Bud lose.
And so that's what I was going to say. That you're outnumbered here, Norbs. I mean,
he want to be a Canelo troll so bad. He want to be a Canelo troll so bad.
Canelo troll? I'm not a Canelo
troll. Out there, so he wants us to argue with him so bad about it.
I'm not arguing. I'd say it all the time.
It's okay because so I actually talked to Bud like 3 days ago, and I actually told Norbs this. They were 2 days ago. They were on their way to Saudi Arabia. I said, you know, I'm really taking a lot of slugs from this guy. Wait, right here, this guy right there. And he said, that's okay. Because they're all going to be singing a different tune, and we're going to show them. We're going to show them in September. I said, yeah.
After Canelo beats him by knockout, I'm going to take out Womack.
Mr. Lopez.
I know. I was just about to say, even in Mr. Lopez is in this. And Bud said, you tell your husband to have that ceviche ready. So
exactly.
baby, have the ceviche ready when the old man loses.
And an ice pack and a nice pillow for him. He's going to sleep in that fight.
Never. When has he ever been KO'd? Never. Never.
It's going to be for the first time.
Never lost.
Are you serious right now?
He's never lost.
His biggest fight. Yeah, I know that, but come on. We're going to compare resumes. Let's not do that. Continue, please.
Norbs.
Please. Let's not compare resumes. Continue, please.
Norbs, who do you have on the July 29th of the 2023? Let me test your intelligence for a moment.
Sorry, what the hell did she say? Who do I have in September? I have Canelo.
No. July 29th of 2023. Who was
July
your pick
29th,
aside?
2023. Did you pick?
Oh, I'm confused. Who fought? I'm not even.
Oh, you don't even know who fought?
On
Was
July.
this the day? Was this
That's
the
already
day?
question right there, Krista.
Was this the day your YouTube channel get shut down?
No, it wasn't my day. My channel did not get shut down. Well, I'm completely lost.
This was a
That's
Crawford Spence
your
fight.
answer right there, Krista.
I was
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I was
Say to that.
Yeah, he beat Spence. Yes,
That was the fish fry.
that was his biggest win to this day. Yes, he beat him.
That was his biggest win.
That's his biggest win. Yes, clearly. Are you serious?
Okay.
What was Bud's biggest win, Crystal? Please tell me.
Wait. You need to bring that down 3 notches.
I
Bring it down 3 notches, my guy.
tell me, please.
I mean, how far you want to go back? You want to go all the way
Relax.
back to the Ricky Barnes? You want to go to Gamboa? I mean, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake, I don't think you know who you're talking to right now.
Are you serious? I can't even talk to you.
No, you can't talk to me because you won't keep up because there's
Yeah,
this
I'm
lad that I know that
What?
fixing to take care of your lad.
What are we
Yep.
put Gamboa? Seriously, Gamboa?
So, but what Bud Gone Stop Canelo says, everyone who picks Spence is picking Canelo because they are so mad to this day.
Now that's not true.
this
That's
day.
not true. I have seen some lads on the Twitter. They still say, "I'm never betting again against the
I've
against
seen that
Bud."
too, right? You're right.
I
I've
have
seen
seen
a couple.
a
That's
couple
true.
of those flipper flappers that coming over to
That's
the right
true.
side of the straight.
You're right.
But-
You're right.
We still have the silky pajama wearing lads like this one over here, Mr. Norbies, who can't seem to.
I'm gonna have a big bag of Cheetos right next to me as I watch the fight.
No, listen, you bring those into the ringside, you fixing to have Cheetos all over your face. I can't stand that. Why you bringing Bomac into it? Bomac's not getting in the ring, man. I can't stand you.
You're getting Crystal activated. I don't know.
It's a good thing he's sitting down right now.
Crystal, relax. Come on, relax.
Oh, you know what? Now that I'm the call person, you know what? I'm starting to see how much gaslighting. I see now more and more how people try to gaslight myself and others to go off. And Norm's been doing that ever since the beginning. You've been trying to gaslight. You've been trying to gaslight Crystal, and you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted.
I love Crystal. I absolutely adore Crystal. I'm just saying that night, Canelo will be victorious.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So we have 3 against 1. That's cool. Let's move on to our last.
Why did you skip that game, Boy Rock Crawford? Why did you skip that?
What?
I put all of them on PEC. Like
You
you trying to tell me how to do my job. I put every comment up there. Sometimes I go back and pick
Every
it back up.
comment.
Don't come in here trying to tell me how to do my job, North. Not doing that.
I would never.
She does a great job. She really does.
I got
Good job. You do.
Yes.
I would never. I don't want no problem.
comment. You so pressed on a comment for support. Like you
Hey,
you
Norbs.
telling me I didn't put it up there.
What's up, Christian?
Norbs, do you see why Jamel's election went out tonight? He said, "I'm not going over there. You're gonna go over there starting shit. Hell no."
I don't start nothing. I just just speak my mind.
So let me say this. So the last subject that we've got is Boots of Philly 154. Who do we have him fighting next, y'all? Who wants to go first?
Let the lovely Crystal go first.
You always say you want me to go first.
I just want to look at those beautiful blue eyes.
You just want to agree with me so you can. Anyway, I want to see a super fight, Boots and Ortiz. I want it to happen first.
This is why I love this lady. Keep going. Talk.
Why wait for it?
He's trying to butt
I
up.
want to see it.
He's trying to butt up now.
Oh no, I'm with her. She's rocking. Keep going, girl. Keep going. Where's the sound effects? Play them. She's
Not that fancy.
She's absolutely right. Boots cannot take another fight, especially after taking the fight at 147, to then turn around and say, I'm not fighting at 147 against Virgil Ortiz, and I'm not going to 154, to then take one fight at 147, to then go back to 154. You got to take them. There's nobody else. You have to. Like, come on. Like,
some people say, there's still Jamel Charlo there, but I want to see the Virgil too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
come on. Like, come on. Will he take it? No. But that's the fight that needs to happen. I'm
Yes.
sorry. If he doesn't take that fight, and in my opinion, he's gonna look like a duck. I'm sorry.
Bud Canelo said he's not gonna fight Ortiz next. I believe that he won't. It's too dangerous. But that's
How about
what
this
we
one right
gotta
here?
see.
How about
I like that.
I like this one.
I like the Lubin
Yeah,
to be the first fight at 154 if we absolutely have to because we don't want to fight Ortiz. I will take it.
How is he gonna explain accepting him at 147 to then say he can't make 147 to then say he can't make 154 one fight later? That doesn't make any sense.
Lubin is at 154, right?
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about passing up Ortiz. Like I just think it's I mean, you know, there's a lot of fights at 154.
Honestly, I'd rather see Jamel than Lubin. I'm sorry, Lubin, but seriously, I'd rather see that.
I think Lubin have more heart than Jamel. Or Jamal. Sorry.
Well, then
Jamel?
we could go. Then he can just be done.
Charlotte
can just be done.
You're basing off of the Canelo fight. Come on, this guy's somebody that come back from bad losses and won his belt back. I'm not gonna take it. I don't know. I mean, I feel it's hard to disagree with you on that one, Crystal.
Yeah.
I still think he's a good fighter.
Well, so do we all agree that we would really want to see? So Mr. Lopez says Lubin is a better test. Again, the house is divided.
I have to agree with him this time.
I know. It's okay.
I like Virgil, man. Virgil's a good fighter. I mean, you still got what's his name? Pandora there. You got Zoo there. You got the Terminator.
Exactly. We have Zoo there. I mean, I'd rather see Lubin. Honestly.
I want to see somebody fight.
What about how come nobody's mentioning Fundora?
He's ugly. I'm not gonna lie to him. Probably.
He's so awkward and like
you know what? Did you say?
It's ugly.
Fundora and Boots.
Is that how you root for people? They ugly.
I'm just I like getting under her skin. I'm not gonna lie. Well, he got Zoo. He's fighting Zoo right now. He's fighting Zoo.
But we're not saying when. We don't even know when Boots is gonna have his fight.
I don't know.
We know that they're fighting each other next. I know that, but I'm just saying, like those matchups are better than Lubin. I don't know. That's just me.
No, I like Lubin first fight.
How about Xander?
Why doesn't he see who wins of Fundora and Zoo and then fight the winner?
We still got Xander. Nobody's mentioning Xander Zayas.
You're right. No,
Xander have a bout coming up as well.
But he's looking for a big fight, like a big name.
Yeah, so. he did say that.
He next fight is for a title though, right? So once he gets the title, then he can go for the big name.
Then he can put his name in the hat.
Well, Crystal, remember when he backed out of the Ortiz fight, he put up who will fight me, and he put his name right in the hat, and he said he was willing to sign, and they passed him up. So he definitely wanted that smoke with Boots. And Xander wants a big shot. I mean,
match him off. I've heard that too. What about Bakaram?
Nobody wants Bakaram. Nobody. That guy is an animal. Nobody wants to fight that guy.
Well, I mean, Boots said animal. He's the real deal. He said he's better than Bud. When Bud said, "Oh, you remind me of a young," no. Bakaram, let's go.
Bakaram scares me. The way he just beat the living crap out of Tim Tszyu. Like I was sitting there like.
I mean, let's say Bakaram. Let's go.
I would.
You being petty. That's the petties.
What's petty? Me?
No, Christine.
I like Bakaram. Why not?
Why not? He's the real deal. He's been saying he's the real deal. Let's go. And you know what? I want him to be the real deal. He looks so pretty, but he needs to fight an animal. He needs to fight an animal.
No, I won't agree as the first fight in there. Like, I mean, come on.
Nah, he's definitely
not the first fight.
I have people tell me they are so high on Boots, and I'm still waiting to see it. I don't know.
But don't put him in there with
Who has he fought, Norbs? Who has he fought?
They understand.
I don't demand that from everybody else.
Talent-wise,
everybody else get first touches.
He's like that talent-wise. I'm sorry. I'm a big Boots fan. I think Boots has the skill set. He doesn't have the resume, but he has the skill set to be the best. I think if he goes and clears 154, That would be one of the most amazing things anybody's done ever in boxing. To be honest.
For Mary's Boxing, we know don't give Crystal anxiety. She wants to watch it.
I've been watching. I still have it right here.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, exactly. Bud fought a champion first fight. Why can't Boots? That's what I want to know. He has like 33 fights.
I just don't understand why we're moving him so slow.
Exactly.
Pacing him.
Exactly.
But I don't know if that is the choice of the promoters or if that is the choice of the manager, his father, or if that is truly what Boots want to do. I'm not convinced the lad is top tier. I'm just not.
Same.
I think skill-wise
I would like to be proven wrong.
I think skill-wise he is, but you can't. I can't say.
But you're only as good as your last opposition, skill-wise. Against who?
You don't think he beats Majinov?
I don't know. Let's find out.
He stops Majinov. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's that good.
Let's see.
Good. I mean, we are gonna see, and I think 154. There's a lot there for him to prove. So if he does, and I'm very surprised that he's doing it now. But we're gonna see.
Because he can't make the weight, bro. He would have stayed there.
Yeah, I guess, but now you're gonna have to see Virgil. Virgil's waiting. Charlo's waiting. I wouldn't be surprised if he fights Charlo first. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree with this. Is the investment is high to just waste it in his first fight. Yeah,
I don't agree with him.
Eddie Hearn has been. He's an Eddie Hearn fighter, right? Eddie Hearn's been doing pretty bad with this last year with some of his fighters.
Has he though?
Yeah, I mean, you see Oscar roasting him.
Mom just
he invested in Devin. Devin got smoked. I'm just saying.
Mom just had
most of the promoters are now holding hands, singing Kumbaya because of Uncle Turkey showing up on the scene. So everybody's merging together, which brings me to my next subject to touch on before we get out of here. There is a rumor that PBC is going to be linking up with ESPN. What say you guys?
I've learned to just wait till the stuff come out. I don't even want to because I'm just gonna see everybody else lose their mind on the timeline because it's gonna be funny. All these people.
I mean,
ESPN is gonna be haters. Oh my god, it's gonna be so funny. So
isn't also Top Rank merging or doing a lot of work?
Yeah, so I feel like that has something to do with it. Yeah. I feel like they're like, you know what, we're bringing in PBC. This is going to be a part that we have these fights with our fighters.
But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Nike. What transpired recently with Keyshawn Davis and how ESPN just kind of, with the Top Rank event, kind of just put all that stuff out there. You don't think that might cause a little friction between if they do join with PBC? I'm just asking. I'm just seeing.
Friction between who?
Between ESPN and PBC, because if they're getting rid of Top Rank, Top Rank ain't doing anything, or there's issues behind the scenes.
So you're saying if Top Rank does not slap him on his hand, then maybe they're going to be like, I don't want to work with you?
Well, no, what I'm saying is they're getting rid of Top Rank, right? And Top Rank's last event, with everything that transpired, ESPN didn't even, they kind of just.
No, that wasn't on Top Rank. That was on Keyshawn Davis.
Exactly.
Well, yes, but they didn't do anything to kind of protect
He got to be accountable.
But honestly, we haven't heard from Keyshawn. We don't know what they're doing and what they're not doing because he is being quiet for a reason. So we can't really say that they are or are not doing anything, but he has not been public. So something's going on. We just don't know what it is.
I'm going to have to call my boy Bomac. Bo, I'm calling you.
Yeah, okay.
No, you are not allowed to call him.
That's
and he not fixing to put a DM to you because we don't give up what you think about Mr. Canelo. Okay?
Oh, listen to Crystal. You're my man's. Okay, that's my man's. I don't care.
No, he not. No.
So I'm gonna send you a box of Belgium chocolates. Okay.
No. I don't even like that chocolate.
I want to get over this beef that we have. I love you, Crystal. Can I say that?
No.
Micah, you gotta help us here.
Because you came in here trying to tell me how to do my job over here. So
Came in here like a
you
wrecking
don't got me
ball.
for backup.
Wrecking ball.
I'm Team Micah. That's crazy.
I don't think the ESPN have anything to do with Top Rank, Keyshawn. That don't play no part of that business
little.
to
That's
me.
little. That's
I
little
think
business.
I think PBC
Yeah.
was looking to make a huge publicity with Amazon, and that kind of fall through, to be fair. And I think something with Top Rank and PBC will all come together here soon, and probably likely still be on an ESPN platform. I don't know exactly what's happening behind the scenes here. I'm not in the pros anymore like I used to be, so I really don't know.
I got you. I'm gonna call Uncle Turk. I'm gonna call Bo Mac. We're gonna have a meeting and we're gonna figure all this stuff out. I got you. I'm here, Crystal.
No, they don't give up. No, neither one of them care about Mr. Narby's and his silky pajamas. Okay.
I'm gonna get Bo Mac the same silky pajamas because I think he's a great looking guy.
Bomac loves Crystal, by the way. I'm just gonna say,
Loves
he's
me.
like, that's my people. That's my people.
You
So
just see me. After me and Bo Mac take the picture, I'm going to blow it up and give you an autographed copy. How about that, Crystal? I got you.
I'll put it on the dartboard.
No, you got to put it right behind. Take that Whitaker Trinidad poster down, and you put it right there.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. You know what? So before we get out of here, Norbs, you're last. Ladies, last words, and Norbs will go.
I go last or I go first?
You're last.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just want to thank everybody in the chat for tuning in. You know, trying to start some rumors in the chat or whatever. Some of them might be facts, some of them might be made up. I don't know, but we appreciate you all. And look, I don't appreciate, but then you say, "Oh, he was just flirting." But don't come in here lying on me, talking about I said something like that.
That's a weird way to flirt.
Then
Oh, he was flirting? Well, okay.
I would never say that. It's crazy. But yeah, so see you next Wednesday. I've been
Absolutely.
yeah.
Crystal on you, Crystal.
So thank you to everyone in the chat. Clearly, thank you, Christine, again for having us every week. And Miss Lovely Neka. I don't know who the other lad is in the red shirt, but I want to make a special shout out, of course, to TBC. It looks like they're on a tour right now to promote this big fight in the September. I also want to make a shout out to the Junior Olympics and the Summer Fest that is truly happening in Las Vegas this week. All of the
I did not say
all of the officials who are making that happen, all of the coaches, all of the boxers. This is a great tournament. If you have the time, tune in to the USAboxing.org. We start seeing some championship fights, on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. These lads have spent a lot of money. They have a lot of heart, and you'll see some great bouts. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, absolutely. I just want to say that if you have never ever tuned into the show, thank you for doing that. And please subscribe. And for the ones that are here every Wednesday, we love to love you always. I love girls. They are beautiful and they always bring the fire. And Norbs, you know what? You my guy. You my guy. You might need to, send some flowers here and there, to the ladies. But other than that, you'll be all right. You are right with me. You're all right with me.
Nika is too cool for school. She's the only person that can get away with saying lad and sound cool. So I want to tell you that. I will definitely be getting you a nice picture, and I'm going to wear the silky pajamas with Bomac wearing matching ones. That's my Bomac. Shouts to you, my guy. Shouts to you right on the camera. Kristen, I love you. You're my bestie. Nika, I would never gaslight you, girl. Never. But definitely, these are my ladies. Even Blue Eyes over here.
Blue Eyes.
Canelo by knockout, September 13th. I will be on the show September 14th.
I can't wait till we see. I cannot wait. We see Norbs eating crow live on Women Crushing It Wednesday. Don't you dare do a show after Bud beats Canelo until you come on here with us eating a live crow. You're eating crow that day. Just saying.
I'm gonna give you guys a big group hug.
Oh, wow, hold on. I'm gonna have to just for a second. Sorry. Thank you so much,
Wow.
Deontay. Boom. You hit us with a boom. That's a boom. Deontay,
Yeah.
boom.
Thank you.
That was a big boom right there.
Because I was
Yeah.
here. Because I was here. Thank you.
Oh no, baby, we do this every Wednesday. And basic kids, you late. What is it? 4:00 in the morning over there in the UK. You're late.
Oh, lie to you.
And that's it. And I could be easy on Twitter. And I'm
not. I've been cool on Twitter. I've been chilling.
gonna start screenshotting this.
January 1st. I've been chilling. Now I might have like almost been, but I've been chilling. Don't. I've been chilling. I really been. Chilling.
You know, and all you lads out there, see, I can do it too. I mean, not like thank you for allowing
You
me.
don't even know my name.
I love this lady. You know, you're getting the same silky pajamas too. Us three, we're gonna take it together.
No.
I can't win with this woman.
Mm-mm.
I can't. Well, I'm gonna start. Well,
Never.
happy birthday to my baby girl. I'm gonna go spend some time with her.
Yes, happy birthday to her. Absolutely. All your beautiful children.
You guys got children? Like you got children?
No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
How many you got, Crystal?
I have 4 from me whole, but then I have a lot of neighborhood kids and town kids and boxes that call me mama as well.
Yeah.
Can I call you mama? Can I call you mama too?
What?
Can I call you mama, Crystal? Can I do that?
No.
I'm a pistol. All right, it's time to go. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
I'm out of here.
Hey, we love to love y'all. We will see y'all next Wednesday. Norbs, I will see you Friday morning. You want to plug the show for Friday?
Oh, Friday we got the legend Jim Lampley, my guy.
Okay.
My guy, my dog Jim Lampley will be here Friday at 12 o'clock noon. For myself, Christine, and my guy Jamel Herring. And I got some good questions for my guy. You know what I mean? We're gonna turn up. And Bo Mac, I got a spot for you Monday if you want to come on. That's all I'm
He's
gonna
in
say.
Saudi Arabia, bro.
He's not coming on your show.
He's not. He won't.
I heard
Never.
different. I heard
Have a
different.
good night. Love to love y'all. We'll start the whirly.